Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Night Scream TV, where I am the night to your day and the scream to your whisper. Shout out to White. That was really a bar. Like, Wifey came up with that earlier before we got our first game done, man. So we're going to use it as a tagline to start all these streams off going forward. We've got the MEL coming to you live from our weekly game of the week. You just got done watching Cardinals and Panthers over on Snipes channel. You are here now. We appreciate you all for being here. Remember to go down to the Sensu Beans at the bottom. It won't be a Sensu Bean much longer. Put the game of the week tab up and get your team in that bubble so we can turn in your game of the week progress and get you your points for team selection as the years go by. But without further ado, we are going to bring you to Lambeau Field, and you're going to see Swaggin for the third time on Night Scream TV this season. And you're going to see Sin get here for the first time with his 10-win Saints. And I just want to point something out. I'm going to wait, though. I'm going to be nice, right? As you're going to see Jamal Williams is on the kickoff return team. Bus, was good, brother? Good to see you. DJS, good to see you as well. And Diz, my man, good to see you. Glad you're back with my Falcons, man. So the first thing I want to talk about, Kakashi, good to see you as well. The first thing I want to talk about has nothing to do with this game. It has everything to do with the fact that on that MEL draft show, didn't I tell y'all these damn Saints were going to win this damn division? Didn't I tell y'all this? They are 10-4, the second seed in the NFC right now. Miami Kid, who just won that game over Zay, is now 12-3 as we move things on, as Kamara's gonna go for negative yards. I had this. Yeah, I had my Falcons doing good things, but I literally had Sin over Zay. So my theory is still correct. Because I was asked, who do I think is watching out for in the NFC? I said Sin. And Zay got mad. Zay got mad. He said, Sin over me? There's no way. And if what I'm looking at is true, I see 10-4 for New Orleans and 8-7 for Carolina. So, you know, Sin, right? The guy that's leading the NFC South. All right, man. Hey, look, he beat him twice this season. That's great. He swept him, but he ain't leading his division, so I don't give two rats booties, if you will. Now we can talk about this game here where the Saints are facing the 2nd and 13. You see Sin is trying to send everybody straight, and Swaggin is not with none of that as he flips Spencer Rattler sideways for a sack. It's 3rd and 21 to start this game for New Orleans, and Rattler is having a very decent season as a rookie. 3,329 yards. He's taken 18 sacks. 17, excuse me. Kamara lost yards first. But he has 34 TDs in the air and 13 picks. Kamara's out here just shy of 1,000-yard season. A.T. Perry is out there to your left, Cropper to your right, and Taysom Hill's playing tight end. Hill's going to get open. He doesn't go there, though. Goes to Kamara, cuts back into Kayshawn Nixon, which will go down at the 23-yard line. And, you know, Snipes was talking a lot about the playoffs here. DJS is still in the hunt after winning that game on Snipes TV. Very beautiful work there. Snipes, good to see you, brother. Hopefully the game went well. I didn't catch all of it. We did an AGS game that was an absolute blowout. My guy Vale, his Dolphins got smoked by a Lil Joe and the Broncos. Still cannot believe that. But coming up now, you see Jordan Love on your screen for the 3rd time this season on Scream TV, as Swaggin will bring this 9-5 record in the 3rd overall seed and the lead of the NFC North to this game. Hova, good to see you. Hopefully all is well, my brother. Hopefully you're having a great week. We see that Swaggin's offense is top 10 as always, 11th in passing technically, but a top 2 run team and the 2nd best offense overall in all of MEL. And the Saints defense does not have the power to match that technically as long as rushing is going. And the handoff will be to Josh Jacobs. And I'm going to have to eat my words. It's a 1-yard loss for Jacobs, as the Lord is my shepherd will bring him down for a 1-yard loss. Speaking on the Saints defense here, they are 11th in passing, 20th in rushing, which leads me to think Josh Jacobs, Emmanuel Wilson, Marshawn Lloyd, who all ever is in the backfield for the Packers, should have a field day. But we'll see what happens as we got the defense for the Saints being 8th overall, only allowing 26 points a game. But again, this Packers team is 2nd overall in all offense and scoring. And underneath we go to Luke Musgrave, who's going to get us to show referee Vale for a first down.
First down.
This is the tightest the MEL playoff race has ever been. Yeah, we do have a lot to talk about in this game. We should not have many dead spots. When you look at it, Snipes was showing it on the screen, and we can show it as well. Looking at just the playoffs for the NFC alone, the 3 through 7 seed are separated by just 2 games. As of the start of week 16, it's only a 2-game stretch right now, and Jacobs is going to have 2 rushes for -4 yards. Not a great start for this amazing rushing offense in the Packers. Yeah, so as it stands right now, Swaggin with a 9-5 record is sitting at the 3rd seed. If he wins this game, he would move to the 2nd seed with a head-to-head victory over these New Orleans Saints. Currently a 0-0 score here with about 3 minutes taken off the clock in this game. Jordan Love does not like what he sees at the line here. Marshawn Lloyd is in the backfield. It's a fake handoff to him. He's going to wait for the drag to open. And Watson is having the ball down in the ground. And Brian Breesy, I believe it's a 3rd-year player out of Clemson for New Orleans, is out with a bruise. He'll probably come back later in this quarter. So 3rd and 13 now. No play action here for Swaggin. He's got to figure out a way to get Watson open down the field. But, Watson's not really his hot target. His hot target is always, and it always will be, Jaden Reed. 64 catches on the season, 1,021 yards. Number 11 is in the slot to your right, covered by Alontae Taylor. And it's a wide 3 burst set on the way for these Saints. Only 3 rushing. Love steps up, has some time. It's intercepted. The Watson for the Saints will pick this one off instead. Jukes to the inside and will go down at the 40-yard line. A beautiful interception there. Jalen Watson, the former Chief, coming over and getting his 4th interception on the season. And again, I just want to highlight the fact that if anybody could have made these Saints good, it would have been Sin. It's a perfect user for a perfect team. He just knows how to play the game of football with whatever tools you give him, and the utensils that he has here with New Orleans are very unique. You don't really have a lot of speed on the offensive side of things. Olave is hurt. He was on the DraftKings for some reason, but Chris Olave was hurt. He did let everybody know that Olave was hurt, as Kamara will ground and pound for a 4-yard gain. We're at the 36-yard line with 5 minutes, 25 seconds to go in this first quarter of this Week 16 MEL game. And looking at some other games that look to be a darling highlight for this week. Yeah, so Olave was hurt. Sin did type in the chat and let guys know that Olave was hurt. So if you still picked him after he was hurt, that is your fault. Kamara with an outside bounce. Great blocking by A.T. Perry. Did not need to juke. McKinney overran the tackle, but it's a first.
First down.
Some solid matchups coming this week. The 1 seed in the AFC, Doc, right here in the chat with us. I believe there is a new Steelers user, Red. He will be taking on Doc this week in this Week 16 matchup as the AFC North tries to close things out. Doc with a 12-2 record. Steelers with 7-7, sitting just outside the playoffs. And Doc does have a 2-game lead over the Chiefs and Mikey, as Kamara will lose, gain a yard, excuse me. They gave him the forward progress, which helps him out tremendously. You guys just finished watching a great highlight matchup in Cardinals and Panthers. Miami Kid has moved to 12 wins in the NFC. Zay has dropped to 8-7. The Giants and Dallas both sitting at 7-7 this week. And the Giants will end up playing Diz and the Falcons, while the Cowboys will be playing DJS and the Buccaneers, who are 6-8. So some highlighted matchups in the NFC there that matter as we get a counter run for Alvin Kamara. And he's going to lose another yard, so we're back at the original line of scrimmage. I full-blown think that A.T. Perry getting a jump ball, it's time. You gotta find a way to get the 6'5 guys in order. Like, there's no way we don't see A.T. Perry get a jump ball at some point. It's got 36 catches on the season, 583 yards, and 6 tuds. We'll see what happens. Outside of that, he's got Cedric Wilson, Taysom Hill, Juwan Johnson, all to his back. And Cropper, Jalen Cropper, as you see here, a 68 overall, 6-foot wide receiver out of Fresno State. Wins the outside route. Rattler steps up and gonna run into Cooper, which leads to a 6-yard gain, and we may be seeing the first point scored in this game here. Late in the first quarter, field goal attempt of 35 yards on the way for the Saints. Kale, good to see you, brother. Hopefully all's well. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't Bama and Georgia play this weekend? Let me tell y'all something about college football. I have not cared to keep up, but also, go Hurricanes. We back. Top 17, we got Virginia Tech this week. We leaving it at that. But I think it's Bama and Georgia week, right? Neon is updated. Thank you. Yes, it is UGA versus Bama week. Wow. Okay, yeah, so I'm not calling no games tomorrow at 7:30. Yeah, don't. Oh, my God. Is that Bo Melton getting a beautiful kickoff return to the 47 for swagging? All right, cool. So, yeah, my Saturday night is packed. Kakashi, I don't want to call no games on Saturday night. If you DM me, I'm just going to ignore you. I'm going to tell you the truth right now. Don't kill me, nobody. I'm sorry. Wow. Why did the Jets put the beats on the Rams like that? Oh, my Lord. So the Jets have won their game. They're no longer 7-7. They're 8-7. Vontae with an absolute whooping on the Rams, 52-15. Damn. Jesus. I just want to know why. Making a statement late in the season, trying to keep his 7 seed over those Steelers and the Texans. Bus and the Colts are both 7-7 as well. So it'll be interesting to see how things work out at the bottom of the AFC. The Jets need to lose a game, pretty much. Their Week 17 matchup is versus Buffalo. Week 18, they play Miami. And it's a screen here. Marshawn Lloyd with some beautiful blocks. He had the outside and did not take it, but he will gain 6, and we move to 3rd and 4. Go Dogs. Go Dogs. Go Dogs. Give me Alabama. Hey, yeah, Pat McAfee's a legend for that. I don't care who wins that game. I just want to see good football. And it's a great pass and good football there. Marshawn Lloyd, there's a fumble, a recovery. McKinstry has it. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. A beautiful pass to the running back, the rookie, mind you, and unfortunate timing for the Packers, but beautiful timing for Demario Davis, saying I'm strong. And he forces the second fumble out of Marshawn Lloyd. Demario Davis out here putting in work, making it hurt. His 3rd forced fumble on the season as the leading tackler of that Saints defensive unit. So 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Will the Saints be at their own 34? Cedric Wilson Jr., former Cowboy and Dolphin, one-on-one, does not throw there. Hits an offensive lineman, 2nd and 10. Where's Jacobs? So from what I've noticed and looking at the statistics for Swaggin, Jacobs is the bell cow. But in obvious passing situations, he is not such. Marshawn Lloyd with 27 catches, 28 now, and 300 yards. So Lloyd has been the running receiving back this season, and Jacobs is only 12 catches. He's not the backfield guy you want in on 3rd down. Unfortunately, it cost him there. Nonetheless, we move to 2nd and 10 from the 34. 4-man rush on the way. He moves Devontae Wyatt over top of center Eric McCoy. You see ones across the field right now. Taysom Hill's not open. Some good blocking by Kamara. It doesn't matter. Azeez Ojulari is going to get in the backfield for his 1st sack of the game. And do remember, guys, if you are in the MEL chat, to jump in and swim into the MEL Draft King. They do this every single Wednesday for Game of the Weeks, both on my channel as well as Snipes. This week's game was this game here, where if you put in the winning ticket, you will receive points in the chat. And you need to use 700 points minimum to create your team. You have a quarterback, 3 flex spots, a flex or a kicker, in a defensive spot. So if all guys took the Saints defense, you look amazing right now. Gonna be 3rd and 16, a free sack. The 3rd sack of the game, Azeez Ojulari calling his claim to fame. Wow. Last week in the MEL Draft King, Flyboy Fern won with 46.5 points. in the game of the week was the Bucks versus Giants, as DJS won that game and AWOL could not complete the comeback. And that's going to end the first quarter here for us in the MEL's game of the week doubleheader between me and Snipes. 3-0, Saints up. Yeah, Rattler took a big hit there. Luckily did not receive any broken ribs. And that will be his 17th taken sack as we get a punt here to Jaden Reed, and Jalen Watson, who has the interception for the Saints defense, will put him in the ground at the Green Bay 33. So 2 drives so far for Swaggin. We've seen a pick. We've seen a fumble. You need your guys to hold on to the ball. Jordan Love cannot throw passes that are going to be cut underneath. And Jaden Reed needs to find a way to get involved. That is my early assessment for this Packers offense. We will see what happens as things in time go on. Watson is in cheat motion. Handoff is to Jacobs. No, it's a fake. Watson's wide open. And then the other Watson, Jalen's going to tip this down. So here's where, here's my suggestion on that, right? And I know most of you guys know this. You throw it to the outside and up if you're using placement and accuracy. That is the only way you're getting that pass over top of a corner. While it was a beautiful route and Watson did get open, you got to have the right passing settings on to make these things shake. And if you do not do such, well, you're cooked. Test. All right, we're good. And it's picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, my Lord. Pick 6. We out of here, baby. An RPO bubble got blown up indeed. The bubble gum was popped, if you will. Marshawn Lattimore gets the first touchdown of the game, and the Saints defense. The Saints defense is cooking right now. If you got Saints defense, if you got Saints defense right now, as Demario Davis is now hurt with an elbow sprain, that is not a good look for that man. Yeah, if you have Saints defense, you look very good right now, and you should be very happy with that outcome. Nonetheless, we move. And it's going to be the 20-yard line for the Packers. 3 drives, 3 turnovers. I'm shook. I really don't know what more we can say there. You know, I've never seen Swaggin put in this position. And looking at Jordan Love's turnovers, he now has 20 picks on the season. So your interception ratio is 2-to-1. But you've got to figure out this offense now. Like this. The run game is dead. You're a top 2 running offense, and the run game's not working. You're down early. You think you got to pass. You got Watson one-on-one. You didn't throw it. Oh, man. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all didn't see Christian Watson on the left side of the field, even though his route was a comeback, if he had him on a streak, he won the route. Like, he absolutely cooked Lattimore one-on-one. Just, I'm really trying to think of what can he do? I mean, Josh Jacobs is an elite running back by all means. He's just not that fast. 89 speed is really not that fast, whereas Marshawn Lloyd is a little bit quicker as you get Watson on the drag route for 7, and Jalen Watson will make the tackle. Marshawn Lloyd has 90 speed. He's 1 faster. Yeah, it's looking spooky a little early, but the Saints are doing their thug dizzle. The 3rd and 3 on the way. You've got to think a short pass is coming here if you are Sin. But this is where I would play high-low offense. If it was me, right? I would send Watson high, just streak it out. Underneath that, probably an out route on a flood. But over there on the other side, you see Watson's one-on-one. You see Bo Melton is outside in coverage, and then Dubs is the slot man where Jaden is right next to him. He play actions here. Gonna go to the other side of the field. Romeo Dubs will get the first down.
First down.
Something is better than nothing, and that is exactly what he needed, to just see one go through, like we always say. And it's a beautiful job there for Romeo Dubs to get the first down. But the more you see man coverage, you might gotta just let it fly. I know that Jordan Love is not Aaron Rodgers by any means, but plant that foot, let your 96 speed wide receiver go deep and just win a one. The next time you get a one high safety look, you gotta take that chance. Marshawn Lloyd in the game to take this run here. Josh Jacobs. Again, -4 yards on the day for Jacobs. It does not look like he will be the lead back throughout this game. You're gonna see a heavy dose of Marshawn Lloyd. He's gonna stay primarily in the gun here. He is down 10. So that is influencing his choice to not use Jacobs. Green Bay gonna go empty set flex Trey. You didn't think Love was gonna sell today? I mean, me neither, but it is early. It's only 6 minutes left in the second quarter. We still got a whole half of football to play. And we all know the game is a tale of two halves. He's got a man open, doesn't throw it. He throws it very late. Watson once again on the crosser. Juke to the outside, and elite first down.
First down.
I think that was a very beautiful play call to get Watson open behind the cover three. You know, guys here in the MEL have to play with the stock defense zone there, cannot follow the route. So good patience. The pass rush could not get there for the Saints. First and 10, Jacobs is in the game finally. Cheat motion again for Watson. He's gonna hand this off to Jacobs and he's gonna get met at the LOS, but he will gain 1 yard. Brian Breesy back in the game, making the tackle there. Yeah, so if you guys got Saints defense has 2 interceptions and a forced fumble. Like, they look amazing right now. Like, they are winning you fantasy points for free. And scrolling down to it, I see Saints. Yeah, a lot of you guys got Saints defense. Golly. You're looking good. You're looking good. 2nd and 9 on the way. Willie Gay gonna be the linebacker here for Sin. It's gonna use it in the middle of the field here. 2 guys on the high-low trail drag. It's Jaden Reed finally getting involved and finally getting to a first down. And Brian Breesy is called for roughing the passer. We're going to the 14-yard line, half the distance to the goal being above the 30-yard line. So red zone effort on the way now from Green Bay, trying to finally turn this game around, get back down 3 points. Ball is hiked. Marshawn Lloyd is in the running back position, moves away from Willie Gay, juice a couple of guys, his own man himself, and we are at 2nd and 3. Swaggin don't play for, I mean, I think he has a very good chance at coming back. It's early, it's only 10 points. Yeah. Hands it off to Jacobs, gonna get the first down, tries to boomstick him, does not work. 3-yard line for the Packers. So he got into the red zone off of the roughing the passer call. He has moved the ball 11 yards. It looks in good position to at least get to this point of getting a touchdown or a field goal. I think he definitely needs 3 to make himself feel better. And you're saying Swagger doesn't play defense for real. You know what's crazy? One person or a couple people do have Packers D, but the Packers, gets in the end zone.
Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go!
Go Packers. They get into the end zone finally. He kicks this field goal to be a 3-point game, and we're back close. Yeah, looking at DraftKings, Bus and AWOL both have Packers defense. I guess they are the only 2 guys that did not get the memo. Only 2. Cedric Wilson Jr. will take this one at his own 3 and get up and breaking a tackle to the 24-yard line. So I got a question for y'all. Have y'all seen this whole NIL thing today with UNLV? they have had 2 players redshirt their season due to unpaid NIL commitments. The quarterback who got the team to 3-0 is sitting the rest of his freshman season due to being paid only $3,000 in relocation fees instead of $100,000 as promised in the NIL deal. And that pass is into the ground for Rattler. Taysom Hill will not be able to catch the pass. Yeah, UNLV is I don't know if that's shady necessarily, but they definitely are cooked. They are cooked right now as far as the rest of their season goes. Wait a minute, Packers making some changes here. Rattler has a lot of time to diagnose this change. It looks like a cover 0 just from right here. He pressed everybody down. Everybody is literally one-on-one. A.T. Perry is going to try to win the one over there, and Eric Stokes is there and picks it off. So A.T. Perry, he thought he had him beat deep, and Eric Stokes would pick this off and take it to the Saints 40-yard line. Hey, look, it's funny. Doc just said this man don't play defense, and then he gets picked. That's crazy. And Jordan Love, a legal man downfield. Honey Badger with a pick. This is going to be declined. And the Saints have the ball back once again. And instead, it was actually holding. But the Saints with their 3rd interception of this first half. Jordan Love is absolutely selling the parlays. So feel bad for you. Feel very, very bad for you. Yeah, Doc, I feel bad for you. Did anybody else have Jordan Love? Doc, Rusty, Kel, Bus, and DJ. Yeah. So if I had to guess right now, Kakashi doesn't look good either because he has A.T. Perry doing nothing. Marshawn Lloyd is hurt. Josh Jacobs is not doing much. Yeah, I don't know who's going to win DraftKings this week. Yeah, it looks very ugly right now. Nonetheless, I formation, 2 tight ends on the field. Taysom Hill is going to go out with Foster Moreau, who gets smoked by Preston Smith, which leads to a first down for the Saints.
First down.
New Orleans looking to get this W and get their 11th win on the season and continue this trampling of the NFC South as it currently stands. Going to the standings currently by division. The NFC South. The good thing about the Panthers is they have 3 division wins. The bad thing is they only have 8 wins total. So that does not help them. A beautiful rush concept here by the Packers, and somehow Javon Ballard saves the day. Kamara broke the tackle originally, but could not figure out a way to get past him. And he just ends with 6 there as we're about to approach this 2-minute warning. So the Saints with 2 games to go after this one. They have played all their home games with a home record of 7-1. Their last 3 games will take place on the road. And as it stands right now, they look to end as the 2 seed in the NFC if they win this game. The winner, Kamara, just got stuck weirdly and lost 5 yards. Do not know what happened there, but GG no read to Alvin Kamara. Selling y'all parlays for real. The last couple of games here for the Saints, they're going to travel and play their last home game versus Vegas. Risk take, that's going to be a trap game if you ask me. And then DJS is going to be fighting for his playoff life in week 18 versus Sin and the Saints. I mean, I think by that point, Sin will probably win the division. Maybe he'll feel some sympathy and want DJS to get into the playoffs. But 3rd and 9 for Rattler and company now. Looks like you're just going to see Van Ness, Gary, and Smith and Devontae Wyatt all rush the quarterback here. Everybody else is one-on-one. Van Ness can't be held, and Rattler will be hit as the pressure is on the way. Lucas Van Ness, former first-round pick for Green Bay, clapping it up and saying, yeah, defense, good job. Got my offense the ball back. And again, you know, once the NFL went to 7 seeds in the playoffs on both sides, only the 1 seed is what you would fight for at this point. So the 2 seed will play the 7 seed no matter what happens. And this game is for the 2 seed, so it's very important that Swagin tries his best to come back here. Going to run away from Jalen Watson. And he's only going to get to the 17-yard line. 1 minute, 11 seconds left with all 3 timeouts. Gotta love a defensive game. Absolutely. Absolutely. This looks just like the Eagles and Saints game from last weekend. The Saints defense right now is going absolutely insane. They look to be the people who are going to carry MEL DraftKings this week. Granderson going to be the user rusher for Love, and underneath he finds Bo Melton for a first down. Love with 3 picks and 106 yards to start this game. Only down 3 points right now, 70 yards to go take the lead. Anders Carlson will need to get at least to the 28-yard line as he goes with a quick route to Jayden Reed. Timeout called now by Green Bay. Anders Carlson's longest kick on the season is 45 yards, but here's the problem. Anders Carlson is 0 for 2 on kicks past 50 yards. So if Sin can somehow hold this man to the 43-yard line of New Orleans, he will be in solid position. Excuse me, the 33-yard line. Because I think the 28-yard line is the field goal point he'd like to get to. DB's blitzing and on the way. Now Love will step up, and Brian Breesy takes the sack. And telling Jordan Love, yeah, buddy, hit the ground, hit the showers. And Love is talking trash back. And that is going to lead to a timeout, the second called by Green Bay. Derwin James forced 3 fumbles against DJS. Damn. Did you win that game? No trolls, like genuinely asking. The 3rd and 6 needs to score some points to get better position after halftime here. Jalen Watson's in the slot covering Christian Watson. Man in motion is Luke Musgrave. And Brian Breesy is just having a day. Literally no Packers offensive lineman has been able to block Breesy even amidst injury. 4th and 6 now. Most definitely crushed a dream. Talk that talk, Kel. And Amadi is going to take this here, get up to the 33-yard line. Sin has all 3 timeouts. If you're swagging, play the sideline. Do not let him get any out routes or corner routes popping. Some solid defense there by the New Orleans Saints. And when you look at the sacks for these guys, Carl Granderson is the only man in double digits on this team in sacks. Kool-Aid McKinstry did recover that fumble earlier. It's very insane to think this game is this low scoring. Both these guys have top 5 scoring offenses, and we are here only with 17 points scored total in the first half of this MEL doubleheader game of the week between Snipes and Scream. And it's going to be an Alvin Kamara 5-yard gain, timeout New Orleans. You know, I do wonder, with Olave hurt, you know, okay, that answers my question. My question was going to be, where the hell is Rashid Shaheed? But it turns out Shaheed is actually in Chicago. That is why you're not seeing the lanky speedster catch any passes for these Saints. But A.T. Perry will pick up a huge, roughly 40-yard gain there, or 30-yard gain rather, excuse me. Going to get to the 43-yard line of the Packers. 22 seconds remain. Yeah, so something that one of my leagues does any given Sunday, they do over-unders for their game of the weeks. when they do their wagering system. They do over and unders only. That is directly what they do. Going empty set on first down is an interesting choice. Underneath, quick throw to Cedric Wilson. Looks like he's just trying to get his receivers open, but nothing doing right there. There's a timeout once again. Yeah, Olave being hurt entirely definitely sucks. Did not know that though. Five seconds left. This would be a 58 yard attempt. Actually, excuse me. And a timeout is called by the Packers. Did not even want to give that chance and attempt. And this is not a bad kick here for the Saints. The longest kick on the season is 58 yards for Harrison Maris, the rookie. He is currently 4 for 4 on kicks from 50 yards plus. And 21 for 21 on the season. Can he go 22 for 22 here? He cannot. He shanks it. Stinky. Sin tried to get another 58-yard field goal attempt. That will blemish his perfect record on the season now. 21 for 22. Yeah, so, just to give y'all ideas, right? Something they kind of do, they use like the neon thing to go with like spread for the game, specific passing yards, rushing touchdowns, interceptions or turnovers total, sacks total. Will there be a defensive touchdown? Stuff like that. As Musgrave tries to dive, figures out he has no hands, and we're gonna go into the half with a 10-7 score in favor of the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, kid, you are trying to lock that 1 seed in. Good win earlier for sure. Going to look at your schedule the rest of the way. You play the Rams next, and then you play San Fran. So your division can either hurt or harm you. But lucky for you, you have beaten both of them already this season. It looks like you're gonna have a 14-win season and lock in that bye here in the NFC. Meanwhile, Doc will need to lock in and beat Red to try to get that 1 seed locked up in the AFC. As now we enter the third quarter, the Packers are back with the football. I really do think this is where you've got to figure out how to win this game. I think it is time that Swaggin figures his offense out here against this lovely Saints defense. Man in motion is Musgrave. Going to be a handoff to Lloyd, who comes back off of injury. And Demario Davis off injury as well will tackle him down. It looks like Lloyd is back to holding that leg. There was an MCL sprain for him. Very unfortunate. Quick pass underneath to Jacobs, who's finally getting in some pass game shine here. 8 yards gained. Lloyd with another MCL sprain. If I'm swagging, I just sit the rookie. You're going to need him if you're going to go far into these playoffs. I just sit him and let him rock. That's that. It is what it is. Don't do it. Just let it be. That's what I would do. But, you know, I'm not the one playing, so, hey, you know. Third and 2 on the way now. Handoff is for Jacobs. He's going to cut back and pick up the first down. Breesy on the tackle. Hey! And thank you guys for the follows. I'm appreciative. We are trying to get to 1K followers here. I think we just eclipsed the 940 mark with Coach and Miami Kid following. So if you do get time to share to your friends, let them know to follow Scream here, as well as follow me on the socials there. If you want to keep up with me outside of it, we talk a lot of football, a lot of gambling, a lot of gaming, anything really. Especially on the Twitter side, Instagram, we just post a lot of funny crap. There's that. And then if you do have any highlight clips that go off in this Game of the Week commentaries, we do tend to post them to Instagram. So there's that. Musgrave, even though it's a hold, it would have been 1st and 20. The Saints will opt to take the down instead. They decline that penalty for 2nd and 11. So 2nd and 11 now. Packers taking their sweet time trying to figure out ways to scheme their guys open. I've yet to see a jet touch pass or even a jet sweep. This line is loaded and he's pressing down. Has no faith in this Packers offense right now. Watson's one-on-one cannot get the jump. And we're going to go to 3rd and 11 there. I think that's Armati or McFadden, excuse me, getting there to stop the play entirely. Excuse me, actually, that was Kool-Aid McKinstry. Forgive me. So the Saints looks like they're going to just continue to send 3 people and create that pressure and have a blast. Well, Christian Watson is one-on-one with Demario Davis. You see your weak point. What do you do about it? And Watson wins the route. He doesn't throw the ball to him, though. Love going to take off, get a juke, and gets hit stick at the 48-yard line. Where? What? Why did he not throw open Watson? He had him. You had a wide receiver, 6'4", on a 6-foot linebacker. Oh, man. Yeah, Jaden Reed is out there getting clamped up right now. He is nowhere to be found. But Watson on ones, I just wonder. Gonna put the fullback in and go for it on 4th and 1. Josh Jacobs with nothing but grass in front of him. Honey Badger, the only man who can stop him. He'll get stiff-armed and goes out at the 3.
First down.
The ISO run concept pushes Josh Jacobs over a 40-yard run to get into the red zone. Packers with a chance to tie or take the lead. Hands it off to Jacobs, is met at the altar by Demario Davis, 1-yard gain. So funny enough, Josh Jacobs started this game 2 rushes for -4 yards. Now up to 8 rushes and 58. So some beautiful work being done there by the Packers to get things fixed and figured out. All it took was 1 run. Jacobs is still in the backfield here. Handoff on the RPO is to him. Pete Werner is going to get there to stop him and help him lose a yard. It's 3rd and goal. I do not, and this is not against swagging. This is just general. People are getting better at knowing how to read these RPOs in the goal line situations. You have to figure out a way to just not RPO and get open short routes. And what he's going to do right now is overload this left side. There are 9 guys in the box. That's going to be Tucker Kraft in motion. It's going to be a power duo run like here, and he's not going to go anywhere. So Jacobs cannot get the zone run in the end zone, but Swaggin can tie the game with a field goal for Anders Carlson here. It'll be a 19-yard attempt. It looks like Swaggin is debating going for this. Taking quite some time to pick a play. The play clock is winded down all the way to 5 seconds. And he calls a timeout. Could not find a play he liked. He still has not picked field goal. Yeah, it looks like Swaggin's going for this. It absolutely looks like Swaggin is going for it here. This is about to be a very interesting fourth down play, and no, he won't go for it. Smart, smart, smart. Take your points, tie the game. Yeah, y'all know I got that turnover button, and referee JaVale, I know you just got smoked on the AGS playoff game of the week, but can you come out here real quick? We would have saw you for turnover on downs, and I'm glad you are here to just now watch this tie game. We don't know what you think will happen, but we may see you soon. So just stay tuned. Cedric Wilson will get up to 29-yard line, and it will be first down for New Orleans, their first possession here of this second half. You got to wonder, because neither of these guys have really had their passing offense crank them, if you will. I'm going to just go crank the Soldier Boy here. I do think with Sin's excuse, he has no speed with Olave being out and injured. Did not keep Shaheed. It hurt him in the long run. Rattler doing things he could do as Derek Carr will stay on the bench as the old vet. And Kamara somehow, some way, only has Jair Alexander to beat. He jukes him, breaks Cooper's tackle, and gets a massive first down.
First down.
Yeah, I don't know what took him so long to debate did he want to go for it or not. I think wasting that timeout does not help him whatsoever. I agree with you there. We'll see what happens here. We've got about 12 minutes of play left in this MEL game of the week. And again, you know, it's week 16. They will probably still be in week 17 this weekend, week 18 by Monday. Playoffs next week, man. It's up. It's going to be a very, very fun time. Play action fake here. Slide attempt by Rattler, and wide open is A.T. Perry. Javon Ballard cannot make the tackle. A.T. Perry in the end zone. A.T. Perry decides to hit the heel toe and get into the end zone. Javon Ballard could not bring him down. And just like that, the Saints back on top. A short-lived tie game there, only lasted for about a minute of game time. Sin with the win to get the score, not to win the game, you know, just to clarify. Because for God's sake, Taysom Hill is his tight end. So a score for a score here in this first part of the third quarter. We got 3 minutes left. Bo Melton will let this go into the end zone. 20-yard line touchback. Swaggin showed some sign of life there on offense at that point, with Josh Jacobs being the bell cow and getting all the snaps as Marshawn Lloyd nurses that MCL sprain. But we've got to wonder now, where is Jaden Reed going to get some shine in these offensive play calls? It looks like currently he's being clamped up by Marshawn Lattimore, who does have an interception here. And as you see, no, he's got Kool-Aid McKinstry on him right now. So McKinstry is going to be your left corner. Lattimore is your right corner, as Jacobs will pick up 1 yard there on the stretch run to the outside. But a 2nd and 9, under 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. And I guess, you know, we're not going to do a trivia by means, but we're going to do a quick poll. I'm going to actually do this in the well, no, I'm just going to ask. I'm not going to do it in the chat. I don't feel like doing it. I'm lazy right now. Who do you guys think is coming out of the NFC to make the Super Bowl? Do you think the Cardinals have that strongest chance with those 12 wins right now? Or is there somebody else you got your eye on? And 93 just won a beautiful block shed against double teamed coverage in the trenches. Forces a bad pass to go out of bounds for 3rd and 9. Now, this Saints defense ain't playing. And I guess we'll ask the same question for the AFC. Do you got Doc coming out as the 1 seed, or do you think somebody else is coming out? You've got to wonder. 3rd and 9, empty set on the way. 3-man rush. Steps right into the pocket. Beautiful work. Corner route. Reed drops the pass. You can't make this stuff up. You can't. You just can't. Oh my Lord. I am. Thought that's insane. And you're going to see Armadi get all the way up to the midfield, and the Saints will have beautiful starting field position on this drive. Jaden Reed is not one to drop many passes, but for him to drop that pass right there in that moment, you've got to be mad. Only his third drop on the season. Only his third on the entire season. Insanity. If you get the joke, you get it. Handoff is to Kamara. Beautiful run work there. Going to pick up 5. My famous phrase, EA Sports game. Second and 5 on the way. He's going to go with a tight end and Taysom Hill, and Kamara is going to follow his block. Some strong blocking there. And he gains 1 yard. So time a ticking. You've pretty much got a 60. My math is not mathing right now. Hold on. It's a 62-yard field goal. I don't know why my brain froze right there. Forgive me. But a 62-yard attempt right here is not ideal. You've already missed a 58-yarder. So I think it'd be a punt and just put Packers in bad field position. But it's 3rd and 4. Hikes ball. Blitz on the way. Picked off Xavier McKinney. The free agent signing by Green Bay. Going to try to outrun Cedric Wilson to the end zone. And Swaggin ties it up.
Go, Pack, go! Go, Pack, go!
Where there is a will, there is a way. Swaggin making it work and getting this game back tied up. Granted that he makes the field goal. Roughing the kicker on Jalen Watson is absolutely insane. And this kickoff will occur from the 50-yard line. Kicks this one right into the upright. You're going to see a touchback to the 30-yard line right now. Okay, so help me understand some for the DraftKings reasons. The Packers only have 1 interception. The Saints have 3. They're even? No. The Saints have 4 turnovers forced. I just want to make sure I'm understanding the defensive fantasy parts about that. That's why I'm like, even. There's no way. The Saints have forced 4 turnovers. That's the Packers' first turnover all game that they forced. And a beautiful dot. Somehow, Equanimous St. Brown, the forgotten Brown brother, gets a first.
Fricka first down.
Insane way. Who? Equanimous, the other St. Brown brother, that guy. Yeah, so Equanimous St. Brown, he is going to be the guy that openly gets the first for the Saints here. Definitely a who, because he does not get any playtime in real life. He ain't played since he's been on the Bears for real. That's what I call a cook the book, if you will. We're going to go into the 4th quarter. Tie game Poppy. 17 all from Lambeau. Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the fourth. Packers, Saints with the ball at the Packers 30. And just by the defensive lineup you just saw, it's cover 0. There's no disguising this is a cover 3 or a cover 6. The way they were lined up, it's man cover 0. You see it called correctly there. And wide open, Cropper brings it in and gets a first down.
First down.
So some beautiful work there by Sinister to diagnose that cover 0. The way that defense lined up, you could tell what it was. And here it looks like a free cover 3 look, but both A gaps are wide open. The fullback just went the wrong way. If he had got that block on the linebacker, Kamara would have scored. Nonetheless, he will get up to the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal as we start this 4th quarter. Sin has had the lead pretty much all game. The Packers have not had the lead yet. Can he complete the comeback is the question of the day. And Ask Me Anything pops up. What's the biggest pet peeve when casting games? That's actually a really good question. I guess for me, when you have those games that are like blowouts and you don't have much to talk about anymore and there's a lot of dead spots, it really sucks. Because you want to have things to talk about the entire game. You want to talk about the league overall, no matter what happens. But then there are just guys that cannot keep up with their opponent, and it's like a lot of white noise because it's like, what the heck do you want me to say? As Equanimous St. Brown catches the ball, gets boomed down at the 2-yard line. I do not think you get aggressive here. You've had the lead all game. Just trust your defense. But I am not Sin. So there is that. Yeah, I think that's, for me, the biggest pet peeve is just blowout games because, like, I get quiet. I try to watch the game and not get bored myself like the rest of you guys who are in the chat or just viewing, lurking. So it's like, I don't want to get bored either. And, you know, if there's not another game on, it's not like I can switch to another game freely, you know. So that, for me, is my biggest pet peeve. If it's a blowout and we don't have things to talk about. So good defense indeed by the Packers. They're figuring the game out as it went on. Currently just a 3-point lead once again, just how we started this game off. And Bo Melton going to try to return this here. Will not do much. It's to the 23-yard line. And the Packers once again have a chance to take the lead. Will we see it happen? Who knows? I guess it's a good time as ever to actually do a poll in the chat, and I will do it. I won't be lazy this time. Who wins? The answers are only Saints and Packers. You guys get, I give you 2 minutes to vote. I'll be nice to you. Top of the chat, you can pick. There is no way to win more sensu beans here. We're not doing a prediction. Snipes was commentating this one game. It was a blowout. He switched to another MEL game. Yeah, that is what I would say is the biggest blessing during casting. If there's another game going on that we can just switch to, like if Kakashi or Doc or any of the staff members hit my DM and say, yo, switch to this game kind of ass, we will gladly do that. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, the hard part about like the playoffs and stuff, you can't do that during the playoffs. You can't. If we're in the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl's a blowout, I can't just go to a different Super Bowl game. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. He's going to go RPO bubble. Jaden Reed getting involved finally. Kool-Aid McKinstry on the tackle. It's a 3rd and 4 now for the Packers. While I love that he's going horizontal a lot, I think that he needs to go more verti, if you will. And I will say this, you know, complete sidebar off of Madden. Do y'all understand that October is about to be like the best month in gaming? I am going to openly tell you guys, be thankful I love you and I am signed to a contract. Because if I was not, oh my God, should have been another pick for the Saints defense if Tyrann Mathieu was right there on it. Was not going to allow Luke Musgrave to beat him one-on-one. And he has a choice to make. He's going to punt. I'm just saying, look, man, being the gamer that I am, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero is out October 11th, really October 8th. I bought that version, so when y'all see me on that and streaming and playing the story, don't just mind your business. Call of Duty comes out October 25th. Again, you're gonna see me playing that. Just mind your business. We're gonna still call it MEL games. So, you know, like I said, contract, can't break that no matter what happens. If games go bad, we just call another one. As long as you cop on PS5. So the thing about Sparking is it's not crossplay, which made me buy it on PS5. A lot more of my friends having a PS5 than they do an Xbox these days. I'm not gonna buy it on PC. A beautiful play action. Oh my bejesus Christ, he had a touchdown. Oh my Lord.
You suck.
He just missed a wide open touchdown. You can't make that up. How he misses that on the run, obviously, but that was the perfect play call. That was the perfect play call by all means. Wow, man. So 2nd and 10 on the way now for Rattler and company. It's going to go stretch run. Camaro. Quay Walker is here to stop it. It's going to be a 5-yard gain. And the chat has said the Saints will win 60% to 40%. The Saints up 3 currently. 5.5 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Yeah, Doc, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, it. Listen, it's spooky in these parts, man. And yeah, if you click my profile in MEL and you look at like my connections, I think my PS5 is up there, my Xbox is up there. Y'all can add me on PS5. I think it's just Night Scream TV. If you see me in a red hoodie blowing smoke, that is me. Taysom Hill's wide open. Why did he throw that? And then Cropper's open as well. It's a first down for Sin.
First down.
I'm going on my PS app right now to confirm that that is my username on PS5 because I could be wrong. It used to be Kid Thoughtful a long time ago. Actually, yeah, I can share my profile. I'm just gonna, I guess, do it in my own chat. Maybe, I don't know. You know, Night Scream TV is exactly what it is, just like my Twitch name. So if you type my Twitch name in on PS5, you should see me right there. I have the QR code actually. Yeah, maybe I just put it in chat. I don't know. We'll see. Camaro on the run, 3-yard gain. And then Kakashi is asking, where is A.T. Perry? We need more A.T. Perry. He wants to win that MEL draft and get those points for himself. You gotta love it. Rattler under center. It looks like it's gonna be a college setup here. Got an H-back in there on the slide. McKinney plays beautiful defense. Should have had a free interception. The throw to A.T. Perry is off, and it's 3rd and 7 from his the Packers 44. This would be a 61-yard field goal attempt for Maris, and it looks like the defense of the Packers is doing everything they can to get the ball back to Jordan Love, but Jordan Love just has to play a phenomenal, flawless game in these last 3 minutes, or Packers will fall to 9-6 on the season. Again, this game is for the 2 seed currently. The head-to-head winner of this matchup will own the 2 seed in the NFC as the end of the season approaches. And this game actually might win the division for Sin. I didn't even think about that, as Camaro will pick up 2 yards. Timeout, Green Bay. And this is where taking that timeout in the 3rd quarter hurts you. Now all you have left is the 2-minute warning, 1 timeout, and you don't have the lead currently. Yeah, because if I'm looking at this correctly, Zay just lost his 7th game. If Sin wins, Sin cannot lose 7 games whatsoever. I think a win now officially wins the NFC South. He's gonna miss the field goal.
Nani?
The Packers just got a blessing in disguise. Again, a win for the Saints would win the NFC South. They would move to 11-4. Nobody else in the division can catch 11 wins, as Zay only has 8. But looking at this nicely here, just looking at things, DJS with a win this week would move to 7-8, 1 game behind second place. Yeah, the sound's getting used all kind of ways today. That's actually very amazing. Luke Musgrave in motion, cheat motion as well. Not the open guy. He's gonna force it there. Whoo, boy, that was rough like a dog. Okay, that whoo. Yeah, I did whoo. I'm doing woo. Okay, because good Lord. And Jordan Love is not going to find anybody open. And that leads us now to 4th and 7. Romeo Doubs has an Achilles sprain. Just sit him for the rest of the game, buddy. Don't even waste your time. Third, 3 minutes, 24 seconds. As I get the hiccups out of nowhere, that's random. Can we add to the list of things that I get a pet peeve of during casting is getting the hiccups? Because what the hell? We haven't done no laughing. That's wild.
Here we go.
Y'all are tied in division games right now. Oh my God, the defense got in free, and I get to press my favorite button on the stream deck.
Turnover on downs. You bum.
You suck.
I told y'all would see referee Vale, and there we go. Look. Turnover on downs, you bum. That's my favorite button. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When it happens, good or bad, the press. I love it. So, Rattlers under center, 4-man rush on the way. Handoff is to Camaro, gonna get 4 yards. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that right now. Excuse me. And again, if Sin wins this game, he wins the NFC South. To end the season, excuse me again, Romo is who DJS plays this week. He plays Zay week 17 and Sin week 18. I still have the hiccups. That sucks so bad. This is the first time I've ever had hiccups on a call. When this game goes to YouTube, they are going to kill me for that. A pass to Taysom Hill underneath. Wow, he catches it for a 4-yard gain. Yeah, bro, like that's like having the hiccups during the game is just wild. Like I mute my mic when I can, but then I'm just like, I have to talk. It's like I don't have a choice. There's nothing I can do about it. I just gotta deal with it. There's no water in this room right now, and I'm not running to the fridge. We are gonna see the end of this game. It's still close. Literally, DJ, that's exactly what happened. Crazy. Like, come on, man. This is the last play before the 2-minute warning. And Cedric Wilson will bring it in. 2-minute warning, first down for the Saints.
Fricka first down.
It would happen to me, right? Crazy as hell. So Swaggin has 1 timeout. Sin just got a first down. This is where defense matters at its heaviest. Because if you hold him to a field goal and you score a touchdown, you win the game. But if Sin holds on, the NFC South will be his to claim. As we get Dylan Brooks on the screen once again, and Jamal Williams is wrapped up shorty. But a timeout called, 1:55 on the clock. He effectively will take 80 seconds off this clock. After that play call, he has 2 plays to just get 80 seconds off the clock. Handoff is to Jamal Williams, gonna get some good yards. It's a 3rd and 6. This clock's going to get down to about 1:10 before he hikes it. And if he gets the first down, the game is over. If he does not get the first down and kicks the field goal, Swaggin will have about 30 seconds to try to score a touchdown with no timeouts. Christian Watson has not been able to get open over top. Rough, man, rough. Rattler hikes. Kamara gets the first down.
First down.
And the Saints go marching as NFC South champions. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. The OG laugh didn't go off, right? Or did it? Because I heard the boos, I heard the L's. I have not heard the OG laugh go off. So Sin, fun fact, if you it did go off, you heard it? I did not hear it. Wow, man, I have to run it back myself. That's weird. Maybe I was just talking too damn loud. That might be why I didn't hear it. Here's the thing. Even when you get it full in the bar, that is why it shakes if you didn't play college football. So when you get it full and you think it's perfect, it's not perfect. It's too much power, and that is the issue. A beautiful game here played by the New Orleans Saints. Congratulations to Sid, who I said was going to win the NFC South. I took as a Falcons pick and he wasn't here, so that is null and void because he left for half of the season. So Sid wins the NFC South. He holds on to the 2 seed in the NFC right now. Now it's all about the 3rd through 7th seeds because they have to lock in and confirm their playoff hopes. So big congrats to Miami Kid. It looks like you've won your division as well already. So you are locking in. Yes, you've won your division. You're locking in for now the conference and getting the bye. So to the rest of the NFC, good luck. Have fun. The Vikings are 9-5. They have not. So here's the thing. Swaggin did have the lead in the NFC North with the 3 seed, but with this loss, if the Vikings win this week versus the Seahawks, the Vikings will be in the lead for the NFC North. So Oogie is the only man who can help the Packers stay in the lead of the NFC North as it stands right now. But we'll see what happens as the rest of the week goes on, man. MEL, thank you all for allowing me to bless you with my voice, Snipe's voice, and having fun through these Game of the Weeks on Wednesday nights, man. We'll probably see you next Monday, Tuesday-ish, depending on when the playoffs start and get a wild card game here on the channel. And hopefully we have a lot of fun, man. So enjoy the rest of you guys' week. Thank you all for tuning in tonight on Night Scream TV, and we'll see you next time on the MEL Game of the Week commentary.